Hi, I'm Bonnie Rogers, and I want to talk to you about using the food laser with your alcohol because that was one of the problems that I had is I found that every time I would have a glass of wine, whether it was just to go out or anything, I would start getting these headaches at night. I wake up in the middle of the night, and in fact, the last time I had like vodka drink, just some vodka and soda, in the middle of the night I woke up with this headache, and I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? And my husband looked at me and he said, you drank. You had just a glass of vodka. And I was like, oh, you had a glass of wine. And I finally said, I'm not doing this anymore because why do I want to have the side effects? I'll just have some seltzer with some lime in it, and that's fine. And Bonnie Gale challenged me about a month ago. And she said to me, I want you, it's your holiday. I want you to have a couple of glasses of wine. I want you to laser it. I want you to see what happens. So, of course, I took a challenge. And so I basically I don't know if you can tell on my hand. Can you see the little red light? So that's the laser. So what I did is I took my glass of wine and for 10 seconds, I just lasered it. That's all it takes. And then I drank it, and I actually had a second glass of wine that evening, and it said, I'm going to do this challenge. I'm going to go all out. And if I have a headache and I feel like crap, then that's life. I didn't wake up that night. I didn't feel lethargic. I didn't feel dehydrated. It was almost as if my body thought I was drinking water. And yeah, it had more calories because it was wine, but I didn't have the side effects. And so that was really cool. The next week, I had a birthday party for myself. And so I said, well, why don't you have a couple glasses of wine? Let's see what happens this time. Did the same exact thing and had no side effects. So the following week, I was in Seattle as my son's getting married, and we were doing a tasting, and it was a big crazy weekend. So we were doing the tasting at the venue where he's having his wedding, and we were tasting the wines too. So I lasered mine, and his future mother-in-law looked at me and she said, "What are you doing?" Like they looked at me like I had three heads. And I said to her, "Taste your red wine, and now taste mine." And she looks at me and she's like, "Oh my God, it's like it's not so acidic, it's not so tart." The only thing I could think of is that somehow it's attaching itself to the tannins, which give it that taste, and it didn't dehydrate me. I felt wonderful. That weekend I had a vodka drink, did the same thing. And that doesn't mean I'm going to drink very often because that's not who I am. But every time I drink now, you take this little baby with me. Where is it? And I'm going to bring it with me. And I always use it for my food. When we go out, I always use it. When we went to Mexico and I get a little worried about what kind of food I'm having, I lasered everything. We had absolutely no problems. And if you have any questions, please let us know. Thanks.